Tempeh is a fermented food from Indonesia. Usually, tempeh is made by growing Rhizopus oligosporus, a mold. They grow it on soybeans. And here we will explain how to grow tempeh not on soybeans but on okara, the soy pulp that we obtain when we do the soy milk. It's a great way to recycle the okara into an edible product instead of throwing it away. First, how did we obtain the okara? We did the soy milk, so we soaked 500 grams of dry beans in water for 4 hours. After 4 hours, we rinsed the beans in fresh water. We blended the soaked beans in 2.5 liters of water with a simple mixer. And we separated the milk from the okara using a cotton nut milk bag. And then we just cooked the 2.5 liters of soy milk in a pan up to 90 degrees Celsius. Then when we have the okara, how to do this okara tempeh? We cook the okara, then we cool down the okara so that we can inoculate with the tempeh starter, and then we put this inoculated okara in containers, and we put the containers in a warm place, and then we just wait for the mold Rhizopus to grow. We cook the okara in a frying pan for about 30 minutes up to 70-90 degrees Celsius. As you can see, our okara has particles of about 1 millimeter of size. We need to stir to prevent the okara from sticking to the pan. When it's cooked, we stir to help cool down the okara and to release even more water. And when it reaches about 35 degrees Celsius, we can already inoculate with the starter powder, which contains spores of Rhizopus oligosporus. We can put about half a teaspoon for each cup of okara. Then we stir well to make sure that the spores are spread everywhere. Then we put the inoculated okara in clean containers. Here we will show the most simple and easy container, which is the plastic freezer bag. We did some holes about every 2 centimeters with a toothpick because Rhizopus needs a little bit of oxygen to grow. So we put the okara into this plastic bag and we put around 2 centimeter thickness. Then we need to put the bag at a temperature between 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. As it's still quite warm here, we will just put them at room temperature. But we should make sure that the bags don't touch each other. This is because Rhizopus will start to produce its own heat, and if the bags are touching each other, the temperature can go too high and then Rhizopus stops growing. Then we can wait from 25 to 48 hours, depending on the conditions. And when the okara is fully colonized, with a white mold and a good fresh smell, we can just eat it right away or put in the fridge for several days. A very tasty way of cooking okara tempeh is just to fry it in a pan with oil to do some crispy fritters. We invite you to read our booklet if you want to have all the details, and there is also a troubleshooting section to help you in case of troubles.